There you have it. It's midnight here in New York City, and we're going strong. And the vote has the voting has finished. The results are known. We are going to leave. The Brits are going to leave the European Union. Who better to join us now than Ambassador John Bolton, former ambassador from the United States to the United Nations. What do you make of all of this, Mr. Ambassador? What a shock, huh?
I am beyond ecstatic. I am so proud of the British people to stand up for self-government and their own way of life. You know, the bloodbath that you've been referring to in the financial markets is caused in substantial part by the bubble that the lords of finance in London and New York and other places live in. They simply couldn't conceive that the peasants would vote to leave the feudal manor, and they have. There will be disruptions, but let's be clear. The European Union project was never primarily about economics. It was always about creating a European superstate, and now 1/6 of the EU economy has said, we're out of here. Others will follow. The EU is now going to change profoundly.
Mr. Ambassador, I think this may be a rebuke for President Obama. Remember, he went to Britain, he appeared before the British people, and he said, you better stay in Europe. If you don't stay, if you leave, you're going to the back of the line. He actually used the British word, go to the back of the queue when it comes to rearranging trade policies. I believe that that was deeply resented in Britain, and this vote that the Brits now have to leave the European Union, that sounds to me like a rebuke to Mr. Obama. What say you, Mr. Ambassador?
Absolutely. And it comes really to the key point for Americans. What should our reaction be? Whether we favored remain or leave, what should American policy be? And I think it's very clear. Britain is our strongest ally in the world. And it's our duty now to come to Britain's side, to negotiate immediately a free trade agreement with them, to do whatever we can in terms of international financial markets, to help ease this transition out of the European Union. That's what allies do. That's how we should behave. And Obama's arrogance in saying, well, Britain will go to the back of the queue, Americans strongly support Britain. And have for decades. And that's what our policy be. I think this is a time in the campaign when Republicans and Democrats should reject the Obama position and support Britain's decision by its people